Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, David Singley coming to you from beautiful downtown Nashville, Tennessee, in my big fancy $150 a night hotel room. I lied, it was actually $160 a night. I get a lot of requests, but I'm going to keep playing anyway. This latest single, Change Gonna Come, I thought I would do a quick little tutorial on how to play the guitar part to it. First of all, it's using a non-standard tuning, and I came about this in a very weird fashion. I wanted, the song features two ostinato, that's not the word, what's the pedal notes on the bottom. A low G and a low D, and they run throughout pretty much the entire thing. But in order to get them, I had to tune the bottom string, the low E string, up a half step to an F. So that's the tuning. It's a Spanish tuning, standard tuning, except the bottom string, the low E, is tuned up a half step. It's tuned to F. And then the song's in the key of G, so my capo is on the 2nd fret, and I'm using basically what would be like an F bar chord, what looks like an F bar chord, except I'm not using the bottom string, and the reason is I want that note, which is a G, again, this has been tuned up a half step, to ring throughout the entire song, or most of the song. All right, so that's sort of the foundation, the tuning. Now the chords, the primary chords in the refrain of the song are this, we'll just call it an F shape. In tab, that's 3, 3, 4, 5, 5 open. And again, that open string has been tuned up a half step, so that's a G. But I'm going to call this as if it were in the key of F, because that's what it looks like to a guitar player. So it's like an F major chord. And then there's this chord, which is a funny little chord. But again, what I think of it as is this, like a C triad on top with this root 5 root on the bottom. So it's still like what seems like it's an F on the bottom, but of course we got this weird tuning here, F, C, F, and then the G, C, E, the C triad on top. So it's like a C triad over an F bass, F major 9 maybe in some circles, and then the 3rd chord in the refrain is this, which is a G minor 7 over C. So that in tab language, that's just 5 5s, and then still that open 6th string. So it goes like this. Fingering pattern in the right hand is a slight variation of a basic Travis picking thing. So you've got, let's see when I play. Yeah, that, the root and the 5th on the thumb, bouncing back and forth. And then there it is, slow. So these 3 fingers are working pretty much together. The index finger does work independently on that one note. I'll play it again. And that's the way it goes. The back half of the refrain has this chord in it, which is, again, in the sort of non-transposed terminology, looks like a D flat triad, F, A flat, D flat, F, over a C, and of course that's all happening actually still over the G. So it's kind of a complex chord. I think of it as like a D flat major 7 with C in the bass. Of course, I also have that G concert G, but F, like, yeah, anyway, it's really hard to think about because it's like thinking in five keys at the same time. And then in the bridge, and that's pretty much it. The refrain and the verses all have the same chord progression. The bridge is just a couple of chords, what looks like an A major 7, just an open position A major 7, which again in tab is 0, 2, 1, 2, 0, just those 5 strings. And the finger picking pattern is the same. The thumb is just now on the 5th and 4th strings. The other 3 fingers, it's exactly the same. And then the other chord, it's like a F major 7 over C. There's the F major 7, E, C, A, F, and then there's a C on the bottom. Finger picking pattern's still the same. And then the back part of the bridge, we get that weird D flat major 7 over C again. This time it really truly is D flat major 7 over C. There's no note underneath it. And this is, I think of this as a C sus, not C7 sus, but C sus. It's really just 3 notes, C, F, G, C, F. So in tab, that's 1, 1, 0, 3, 3. And then that resolves to a straight up C major triad. There you go. So the entire refrain is change, change, G minor 7, F, F, F major 9, G minor over C over G, D flat major 7 over C over G, F. And then the verse is the same thing. Get up in the morning, raining. Oops. Ain't no use complaining. Rain don't ask for my permission, etc. And then that bridge. How's the words go? In the eye of the beholder. A major 7. F major 7 over C. D flat major 7 over C. 7 over C, D flat major 7 over C, C sus, C. That's it. And again, it's all predicated on this, capo 2nd string and then 2nd fret, excuse me, I can't talk. And then this weird, right, the bottom string is tuned up a half step. It's an F. And it's just all because, like I said, I wanted that ringing of the root and the 5th of the key to happen, and I needed my fingers to do some other things on the upper strings, and I didn't want to have to reach over there to hold that down all the time, so I just retuned the string. And sometimes that's how alternate tunings happen. It's just a matter of, what is that Frank Zappa quote? Necessity is the mother of invention. It's not a Frank Zappa quote. Let's just say it is. From now on, ladies and gentlemen, it's a Frank Zappa quote. Damn it. Necessity is the mother of invention, because his group is called the Mothers of Invention. So there you go. And I'm saying it now, and now it's going to be on the internet, and you know what they say: if it's on the internet, it must be true. So that's all I've got for today. I hope you're enjoying Change Gonna Come. It's doing really well on the streaming services. The video on YouTube's doing really, really well. My friend Joe Brandmeier did another fantastic job. And I'm having a great time here in Nashville. My brain's a little full about all this music industry, googly moogly stuff. So I'm going to have to lay down and take a nap and cogitate on that for a while. But I just thought I'd give you guitar players out there a little glimpse into my guitaristic mind and what goes into making the guitar parts of some of these songs that I come up with. So that's Change Gonna Come. If you have any comments for me, leave them in the comment section below. I'm getting better at pointing to the imaginary stuff that's going to occur on YouTube. And as always, if you have not, please subscribe to my channel. It may not seem like it means anything to you, but it means a lot to me. The more subscribers I have, the nicer YouTube is to me, basically. And hit that notification bell wherever it is. I think it's down over here. That just notifies you anytime a new video gets uploaded onto this here channel. So until next time, fare thee well. Keep listening to and playing music and enjoying and loving music. And I'll see you down the road.